Iranian prison. Narges has written a statement for us tonight. Pan American supporter Tali Farhadian Weinstein has graciously agreed to read it for us. So now, if you would please welcome Tali to the stage.
First, I would like to remember Bakhtasha Abtin, who died in prison for being a member of the Iranian Writers Association and fighting for freedom of expression. Writing a thank you message for the honorable writers and members of PEN America is difficult. More difficult is writing about the right to freedom of expression in a country whose government is truly an oppressor. I say more difficult not because I am afraid of punishment, but because I fear not being able to fully describe the unimaginable state of freedom in my country. These days, my mind is filled with the horrific news of the treatment and execution of my fellow Iranians. Today I heard 2 men were hanged. They were charged with insulting the Prophet Muhammad and blasphemy. Don't be mistaken, they had not written a book, they had not published an article, they had only exchanged a few messages in a Telegram chat group. In the year I was out of prison, I pursued their case through the Defenders of Human Rights Center. One of them had 3 young children. I tried to visit their families and gather information, but they were too afraid to meet me. I don't know whether to cry for the 2 young men who lost their lives because the government wanted to make an example out of them, or for the profound pain of the families who had to stay silent to protect their loved ones. Or should I cry for the innocent children waiting for their fathers to return? Dear guests, with the emergence of every new paradigm, our understanding of concepts evolves and momentous changes occur in our quality of life. Our sense of humanity underwent a significant transformation by shifting our perception of rights from a duty-based perspective to a rights-based one. Before, what defined being human depended on one's beliefs. The new paradigm meant that we are first and foremost humans and have the right to be wrong. Our beliefs do not make us less human. None of these changes resulted from scientific experiments conducted in labs or abstract thoughts debated among philosophers and intellectuals. The pain and suffering of human beings and countless lives lost throughout history brought about this evolution. Thus, our effort to realize human rights is rooted in moral, political, and historical evidence, which gives us a heavy responsibility and requires us to try even harder. Let me ask you, what parts of the world, including the people of the Middle East and a country like Iran, get to enjoy the latest human achievements in technology? What parts of the world know the circumstances and suffering those people endure? Are the regimes in developing countries playing a role in perpetuating the pain of the oppressed everywhere? Isn't this the time to punish oppressive governments the same way as invaders that obliterate societies? Freedom of expression aims to enhance the lives of individuals in human societies. The Islamic Republic of Iran not only punishes the efforts of the activists and defenders of freedom of expression, but it also claims that freedom of expression means destruction of life. Like all despotic governments, the Islamic Republic of Iran distorts facts, falsifies events, and sabotages the discovery of the truth by imposing systematic corruption to prevent its people from living decent and honorable lives. Standing up to the misogynist, oppressive, and theocratic Islamic Republic of Iran is standing up for the right to live against a system set up to destroy life. That is why I believe in putting an end to theocracy in Iran and establishing a democracy based on a nation's comprehension of its own history and its own efforts. Dear writers, thinkers, and sympathizers, I implore you to help the people of Iran free themselves from the grip of the Islamic Republic, or morally speaking, please help end the suffering of the Iranian people. Let us prove the magic of global unity against authorities besotted with power and greed. There are many ways to achieve this. Our strength comes from our pens, solidarity, and independent civil institutions' continuity and proliferation. So let's stand up and take a step forward. May peace and victory prevail. Narges Mohammadi, be in prison.